Oh, right. You wanted some greens, didn't you? You can borrow my field if you like, to grow some of your own.
I'm not a farmer.
You'll soon get the hang of it. You just need dirt, which I've got. And we've got the fertilizer that Father found. There you go. Can you see? The spots where I spread the fertilizer. Just plant seeds there and gazelle greens will sprout thick as weeds. Here, I'll give you your first seeds. The better the fertilizer, the more greens you can grow. Go find some and bring it back here. Very nice. That's good fertilizer you found. Now you'll be able to grow an even bigger crop of greens. Very nice. That's good fertilizer you found. Now you'll be able to grow an even bigger crop. Very nice. That's... Plant your seeds in the places where the fertilizer has been spread, and gazelle greens will sprout.
Want to know the truth? I only joined Dr. Gazal's team recently. I'm still very nervous. The Assistant 7 has been with the doctor for years. I hope they don't give me anything really important to do. I'd hate to screw it up. But Dr. Gazal said I've made it this far, so he might as well stick with me, for better or worse. That was very encouraging, as you might imagine. So if there's anything you need, just ask. I'm sure I'll be able to help. I think.
Hello. Have you taken the time to speak to the villagers?
The villagers? Oh, right. They've been waiting for the Chocobo to answer their prayers. And now he's here to do that, with the Savior's help.
Answer their prayers? Where'd you hear that? Don't tell me. You've been talking to Garrett, haven't you? 'Tis true he's a founder of the village, but a more indiscreet man I've never known. The fact is, we've all got our own scars. A man who wanders the world searching for a wife who everyone knows is dead. A man who still yearns for his life in the city. Folk who suffer anguish they cannot name. Garrett's taken it on himself to look after everyone and try to solve all their problems. But if you ask me, the burden he bears is too much for one man.
He seemed cheerful enough. Was that an act?
He's the last survivor of the intrepid band that founded this village. To him, we're all part of his family, and he's devoted his life to trying to keep Canopus farms together. It's not an easy road he's chosen, and there've been plenty of sad times. But why am I burdening you with our tales of woe? I don't want you thinking you're responsible for having to save Garrett and the rest. You've done plenty for us just by finding the white Chocobo. People here are more hopeful than I've seen in many a year. I reckon you've saved a soul or two. But even if nothing has really changed, you mustn't think our woes are your responsibility. I gave the Chocobo a checkup.
How is he?
Better than before. If you keep this up, he'll be walking around soon enough. It won't be long before you two are thundering across the Wildlands together. I'm looking forward to seeing that.
careful.
Such a resilient animal.
Will he be all right?
Let's have a look. Yes, he's doing much better. Healthy enough to be ridden, I'd say. He's on the way to a complete recovery, but you'll need to keep an eye on him for a while. I must say, he truly is a splendid specimen. I've spent 100 years caring for chocobos, and I feel as if it were all preparing me for this moment. Thank you.
Come on, you can do it. Are you all right?
By the way, I've been meaning to ask you, when you found the Angel of Valhalla, did anything unusual happen?
I didn't hear the voice of the girl again, if that's what you mean. But I do remember a strange feeling coming over me. That I'd known the Chocobo before. It was odd.
Is that so? Perhaps that feeling means that you are in fact the Chocobo's ordained master.
I don't know, but it felt more like a memory from the past than any omen for the future. Like we'd been allies before, a long time ago.
Allies in battle, you mean? I dare say that Chocobo could hold his own against any foe, big or small. Or perhaps you were a Chocobo yourself. In some other time, you and he gambled across the open plains. But whatever the truth, you must care for him now.
You can explore the Wildlands together.
Everyone is very excited that you found the Angel of Valhalla. I want to thank you on behalf of Canopus Farms.
Why would they be excited? According to your own legends, it's an evil omen.
Aye, that's true enough. Some people even call it the harbinger of death. But even so, we don't fear it. We already know this world is about to be swallowed up by the chaos. But the thing is, when that happens, we believe that we'll be reunited with our loved ones who passed before. The end will be terrible, but there's hope on the other side.
So that's the Wildlands religion.
I don't know if I'd go so far as to call it a religion, but yeah, we don't follow the city folk beliefs. They think that a messenger from God called the Savior will appear out of nowhere. Then this Savior is going to take them to a new promised land. Now, I'm not one to judge other people's beliefs, but personally, it just sounds like wishful thinking. But then, I suppose the folk praying in the Order's churches don't put much stock in our beliefs either. That's fine with me. I've always said everyone's entitled to believe what they want. I just hope everyone gets what they're looking for in the end. And for us, that just means being with our families again.
I've been with Dr. Ghazal for a long time. Decades, in fact.
I am a humble visitor. I heard the Angel of Valhalla had appeared, and came to see if the stories were true.
Say your prayers. Don't even try. Your cause is lost. Ever dance with swords?
Now that's a mag...
Welcome to our village. Arius is its name, and it's home to the finest sheep in the Wildlands. You haven't heard of our sheep? Well, that's all right, I suppose. Not everyone has. If there's anything you want to know, about sheep or otherwise, you just ask me. Except, I charge a fee for every question. But I guess I could offer you a special deal. 1 million gil. How does that sound? If you don't like it, then scram! It's a joke, sweetie. I do it to all our visitors. It makes them feel like part of the Arius family. Hey there! What do you want to speak to me about? You've seen our sheep. What do you think? Do you know Dr. Sheep? He's the one who looks after the flock. To be honest, he is a bit flaky, but a genius when it comes to sheep. You know, I completely forgot what his real name is. For all their virtues, fuzzy sheep are a bit high-strung. One whiff of danger and they're off. Yes, it is funny to see them scattering in a panic, but they're very valuable, so please don't tease them.
Wait! Oh, blast your fuzzy hides! Where are you going? Come back, please! This is a calamity! What shall I do? What shall I do?
Having some trouble?
Trouble? I'd say. Some of my flock has fled. They've never done this before. What set them off? And of all the times for it to happen, a disaster, I say.
Let me get this straight. It's my fault your sheep ran off, and so it's my job to bring them back?
Well, I realize you meant no harm, of course, but yes, if you're volunteering, please bring my sheep back.
Well, what do they look like?
3 in total, and you'll know them when you see them. They were raised on my own patented formula and grow much larger than normal sheep. It will be a simple matter to give them a scare and drive them back home where they belong. Do this for me and I will be most grateful, and I will offer you a special reward as thanks.
I'll look forward to it.
You should, because it will be in the form of my world-famous fuzzy sheep milk. It's no ordinary milk, let me tell you. Packed with nutrients, creamy and delightful it is. And with 3 sheep, there'll be a lot of it.
know how to herd fuzzy sheep, don't you? If you wave that weapon of yours around, the sheep would be scared into going where you want.
Dr. Sheep is still missing one of his flock. Look, that's his. That big one over there.
Have you tried our sheep dishes? They're great! You'll leave with a smile.
Items. If anything catches your eye, pick it up and give it a try. Come back anytime.
Mademoiselle, might I have a word? I consider myself an expert in the culinary arts. That's cooking food to you. But I have not been able to practice my true skill these many years. My master taught me his greatest recipes, but together we only made them but one time. Now the world stands on the edge of destruction, and I fear I will never make them again.
I'd like to help, but about the only dish I can cook is behemoth steak on a campfire.
What I need is much simpler than that. I require only a few small but vital ingredients.
Which you can't find.
Exactement. Especially in this day and age.
All right. If I find any, I'll bring them to you.
Mademoiselle, merci beaucoup. With those ingredients, I'll once again be able to craft the masterpieces of my forebears.
The sheep are easily spooked.
There's one of the runaway sheep.
is lost. The show is over.
That's very interesting looking fruit growing over there. I'd like to go and pick some for myself, but I don't see any way to get up this cliff.
So you're the new kid I've been hearing about, huh? Whoa, that's a mighty grand weapon you have there. Do you really know how to use it? The reason we buy soul seeds off seed hunters is because there are people with very deep pockets who buy them from us. They're interested in the seeds and nothing else. That's why I'll buy whatever you got. You can make a lot of money in this business, I tell you.
That's the last of them.
On behalf of my sheep, I thank you. As promised, I present you with my sheep milk, the likes of which you won't find anywhere else. Just have to milk them. Hang on. There you go. Go on, take it. It's all for you. I tell you, if you hadn't found them, it would have been years of research down the drain.
Okay, so you're a scientist then, not just a sheep farmer?
Yes, exactly. Sheep's milk. That's my specialty. I carefully selected wild specimens and bred them for generations. I fed them a special formula I've refined over the decades, caring for them night and day. At long last, I had the fine, creamy milk I sought. And now I have the inestimable honor presenting the fruit of my labor to you, the one chosen by the Angel of Valhalla.
Chosen by the Angel, huh? So, what makes you think that's me?
Oh, I can put two and two together easily enough. The reports of a white chocobo, the growing tide of chaos and monsters, all are clear signs that the end of the world is upon us. Not only that, amidst all the portents, I hear rumors of a young woman warrior with rose-colored hair, a description that matches that of the white chocobo's master in some of the tales. And just as I was pondering that, you show up. Why, it had to be destiny!
It could be a lot of things, but you believe what you want.
Oh, I will! I have long known that the milk I made here would change the fate of the world. You are the one chosen by the Angel. You changed the world with every encounter, with every decision. Our meeting here was no accident.
Why don't you try feeding some of that to the Chocobo?
Come on, you can do it.